Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Green Fever, known as Craig. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining me on the live stream today. Apologies for a few technical difficulties. Thank you for bearing with me. Just setting up the stream. I am new to this. Thank you. Massive game today. Plymouth Argyle versus Ipswich. I am going to be doing the watch-along, so come and join me for the ride. I hope you guys look forward to it as much as I am. Absolutely massive game today for the Argyle. Top of the league. Bearing in mind that Sheffield Wednesday have got Wycombe this weekend, so depending on results go our way, I think it's going to be a very tight game. I don't think there's going to be many goals. With my prediction, I went with 1-0. Ryan Hardy off the bench. Let's go through the lineups. Let's go through the lineups. We'll go through the lineups now. So we've got Walton, Dogmain, Wolfden, Burgess, Burns, Morsey, Evans, Davis, Chaplin, Harness, and Freddie Ladapo up front. So they've gone for 4-3-4-2-1, and they've decided to match us up with a 3-4-2-1 as well. In goal for us, we've got Michael Cooper, Nigel on bike, Dan Scarr, Wilson, Gillespie, Adam Randall, Matete, Bahali Mumba, and always gone with Ennis, Danny May, and Hardy on the bench. They've got for Ipswich, Keenan, Jackson, Vincent, Hurst, Edwards, Humphreys. We've got Hooton, Crosgrove, Finazan's good to see him back from injury. Ben Wayne, Saxon Early, Burton, and gone with White as well. So a big calls not to go with Saxon Early and go with Gillespie at wing back, but on fair reflection, I'm very, very happy with the team. I got in my preview, I got Cooper, Nigel on Vike, Scar, and didn't predict Wilson, but I got Gillespie. But I got Mumba, but he's gone with Matete and Randall in midfield, so he's gone with legs in that midfield engine. Then I predicted Ennis to start and Danny Mayer, so not a bad prediction there, but interesting to see that both managers have decided to try and match each other out. I think it's going to be a very tight game. So give us your thoughts in the comments. There isn't any links to you can watch the stream on listen to it on the radio, on BBC Suffolk. That's what I will be listening to it on. So I'm just having a look at the table, so bear with me one moment. Right, so let's have a look at the table then. Yeah, so currently we're on 57 points. Ipswich are on 50 points. And Sheffield Wednesday are on 52. So potentially they could go with 53 points and close the gap on us. Sheffield Wednesday could move 55 points, so they could close the gap to 2 points. So I think it's a must-win game, but I would take a point because I think it is going to be a very interesting. Thank you so much for joining Thank you so much for joining the stream today. If you any thoughts, leave it in the comment section, and I will do my best to read out the comments and give us your thoughts on the lineup as well. Yeah, so give us your thoughts on the lineup in there. So, as I was saying, so obviously Sheffield Wednesday have got Wycombe, so that's a difficult game for them today. So I will be trying my best to stay across all the scores of all the leagues. I've got them all on my phone here, so I will try my best to go across all of the scores at the moment. I think I did check Man United. They won 2-1 at Man City with Fernandes and Rashford and Grealish. So that's not it. I'll give a roundup of all the other games today. So let's go and have a look at the EPL games. So give us your thoughts on the team today. So obviously we've got Wolves. We've got Wolves, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, Brighton, Liverpool, Everton, Southampton, Brentford, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Palace, and then we've got Newcastle, Fulham. And then in the Championship, we've got Burnley, Sheffield United, Blackburn Rovers. Oh, sorry, reading out the table. Let's have a look at the games. EFL Championship. We've got so today's games. We have got Rotherham beat Blackburn Rovers 4-0. That was full time. Burnley, Coventry, Sheffield United vs Stoke, Sunderland, Swansea, Reading, QPR, Preston, Norwich City, Luton versus West Brom, Birmingham City versus Bristol City, Middlesbrough versus Millwall, Watford versus Blackpool, and Cardiff City versus Wigan Athletic, and Hull City versus Huddersfield. So I shall go into League Two. Let's go into League Two. Let's have a look at the games today. So we've got Stevenage versus Leyton Orient, Sutton United versus Crawley, Hartlepool versus Rochdale, Chichester versus Gillingham, Grimsby Town versus Harrogate Town, Walsall versus Swindon, Doncaster Tranmere, Crewe Alexandra Stockport, Barrow City versus Salford City, Newport County versus AFC Wimbledon, Bradford City versus Carlisle, and Northampton versus Mansfield Town. So overall, not a bad set of games this weekend, but obviously we'll be covering Plymouth Argyle versus AFC Wimbledon, not AFC Wimbledon, Ipswich on this game. So, but I will try my best to keep across the scores from all different leagues through BBC Sport. But obviously they've got their new signing Hurst on the bench. So, I think the game today is going to probably be won by the substitutes, because obviously they've got Hurst, they've got Edwards, they've got Humphreys, Keano, even though they've got experienced players to come off the bench. So if we've got Hooton, Cosgrove, Azaz, Wayne, Early, Burton, and Wright. So we've got more than enough. I think it's going to probably be a draw. But hopefully we can get the win. I predicted 1-0 Ryan Hardy, but it's either going to be a draw or a win. Because I think it's both sides have matched each other up. So usually the Ipswich Town play a 4-2-3-1 system with a cam and two defensive midfielders, but they've decided to try and go with the tactics of Plymouth Argyle. So I think the main players going to be in the key battles today is Sam Morsey for Ipswich, Harness, former Portsmouth, of course, Chaplin, Ladapo. Key players for us, obviously Niall Ennis, Ryan Hardy, Bahali Mumba, Alan Randall in that midfield, Dan Scarr and Cooper. But obviously might be the battle of the goalkeepers today with Michael Cooper and Walton as well. So a massive game for the league leaders. So let's just got a in the last 5 games that we have played Ipswich, we've won 4. Sorry, no. The last 5 games we've won 4, drawn 1, and they have won 2, drawn 2, and lost 1 in the head-to-head for Plymouth Argyle versus Ipswich. It's 3 wins for Ipswich, 2 wins for Argyle. Last time we played, we won 2-1 at home park through Morden Whitaker's goal and Bahali Mumba. and then we lost to them 1-0 last season. So yeah, it was Sam Morsey that scored for them last season. So I don't think there's much to separate the teams. So hopefully we can get the 3 points. So just have a look. So just having a look. I do apologise if my camera does cut out during the stream. I do apologise. I've been having a few issues with my camera lately, but I'm doing my best to try and minimise it as much as possible for you all. So if you guys got any thoughts, leave it in the comments. Yeah, so not long till kick-off. Only 19 minutes to go till kick-off. So I'll go through the teams again before if we get more people joining the stream. Thank you for bearing with me, everyone. I do apologise. It is my first time doing a watch along, so hopefully all the guys, Jack, Liam, and Harvey, all had safe travels, as well as the other Green Army fans. Everyone had safe travels up to the game. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a ticket, so but hopefully it's going to be a 33,000 capacity stadium today, so it's going to be a sellout. So just having a look at the teams. I'm just having a look to see on the formations where we could get some joy. Give us your thoughts on the game, on the lineups. Hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining the stream. Give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts on the lineups. I'm just going to share my screen. Oh. Trying to do something fancy to see if I could bring up the lineups. I don't think it'll let me. I was just going to try and see if I could run through the lineups and do a tactical analysis before the game. But I think it is going to be a massive. I think there's going to be a lot of condensed utility in the midfield. I don't think there's going to be much space because obviously, they've decided to match us up with the system. So I think Danny Mayer and Ennis are going to have to get on the ball, try and make things happen, see if they can try and create Ipswich problems, because I think we are going to be defending for large periods of the game. I think the home crowd are going to be up for it, and I think the players are going to be up for it as well. So it's very important that we defend well and try and take our opportunities when we get them, because we're not going to get many opportunities. We've got to make sure we have the killer instinct to make sure that we finish our chances when we get them. I think that we might not see Gillespie get forward as much as Bahaly Mumba, but that might allow Matete or Adam Randall to be able to get forward and give us a bit more of a presence going forward, and to be able to create overloads on the wide areas to get balls in the box for Hardy. Obviously, we've got Ennis, who can cause them run beyond Hardy as well, and cause them all sorts of problems. And Danny Mayer to make sure he has a good game as well. Even though I thought he had a good game against Bolton, I think he was a bit quiet, but he did defend well. But hopefully he can try and get forward and support Hardy and Ennis. I'm a bit surprised that he didn't go with another Cam, but he went with Hardy and Ennis. So maybe he's gone with to try and maybe he's gone two up top with Danny Mayer in behind. That's what I would have gone with. If you've got any thoughts on the lineup, leave it in the even in the comments. I'll go through the lineups now for everyone that has joined. So bear with me. So it's Cooper in goal, Nigel Lonvike, Dan Scar, Wilson, Gillespie, Randall, Matete, Mumba, Ennis, Danny Mayer, and Ryan Hardy. And then on the bench, we have got Hooton, Cosgrove, Azaz, Ben Wayne, Saxon Early, Burton, and Wright. So if you guys have got some, give us your thoughts in the comments. I'll try and read them as much as possible. Give us your thoughts on that team, because I think it's a very attacking team. I think our squad is more than capable of getting the job done today, but I'm just very scared of Ladapo, Chaplin, and Harness, and Sam Morsey as well. So it's gonna be a very difficult afternoon for Argyle, but I am fairly confident. Oh, thank you for all those people joining the stream. Thank you so much for your support. Do bear with me today. I know Liam and Harvey are the regulars on here. I am new to the streaming, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for bearing with me. Support is much appreciated. Thank you. So if you guys just join in, I'll run through the team again. It's Hardy, Danny Mayer, Ennis, Gillespie, Alan Randall, Matete, Mumba, Wilson, Scott, Nigel Lonvike, and Cooper. So give us your thoughts in the comments. Give us your thoughts on... Give us your thoughts on... So give us your thoughts on the game. There is no stream to watch the games. Obviously, it's 3:00, but I will be listening to it on BBC Radio Suffolk. It's on the radio, so it's on BBC Radio if anyone's interested. It's on BBC Radio. Yeah, I think. Give us your thoughts on the game, guys. Give us your thoughts on who you're worried about from Ipswich today. Give us your thoughts on the lineup, on the season so far. See if we can try and get a conversation going in the comments. I just think the key battle today is going to be in that midfield: Adam Randall and Matete versus Evans and Morsey. I went with the physicality of Butcher and Houghton for this game, because I think it's going to be important that we have legs in midfield, because Ipswich are probably going to try and grind us down and try and exploit some of our defence. Obviously, this season we've obviously conceded goals away to Burton, and our defence has not been overly secure this season, especially away from home. But I think Argyle will stand up to the defensive challenge. If we defend how we defended against Bolton, we're putting bodies on the line, last-ditch defending, I think we can try and frustrate the Ipswich crowd. I think we've got more than enough to be able to go forward and get that job done. But I've said it before when the stream started that we need to make sure we take our chances when we get them, because if we don't take our chances, they will make us pay for it, and it will be a long afternoon for Argyle. But I'm very much hoping that we can get the job done today. So everybody's watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving up your afternoon to come and watch the stream. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you check out the Argyle Way. I'll leave a link to that, in the description. Make sure you check out those guys. If you could check out my channel, the Green Fever 20, that'd be not the Green Fever 20, the Green Fever or Craig Mack, could be really much appreciated on YouTube. Make sure you check out the guys' videos. I think Jack, the Cornish Janner, is doing a vlog for today, so make sure you check that out on his channel. Make sure you check that out on his channel. Make sure you check out Liam's channel, just to see if he's got any content coming out, and make sure you stay tuned on the watch along for what hopefully will be a very, very exciting afternoon. So I'm just getting the stream. Thank you. We've got 4 people watching. Thank you so much. Leave it. I'll just go run through the team for those who are joining quickly. It's Cooper, Nigel Lonvite, Scar, Wilson, Gillespie, Randall, Matete, Mumba, Ennis, Danny Mayer, and Ryan Hardy. So give us your thoughts on the team.
They made 100 against Gloucester over the Blacks.
I'm just getting the stream up, so bear with me, everyone.
Premier League Bournemouth out of the FA Cup. Company.
I'm hoping I've got it on here. I might not have. Just trying to have a look. But give us your thoughts on the team lineup, guys. give us your thoughts on the team. BBC One Word Survey. Doesn't look like my TV has it on here. It's on BBC Devon, is it?
They're the home team, so he still will be with them. He won't sign with the home games if he can't, so we're expecting them to go all out. They know how important big much will be to them, but we've just got to go on time, put in a performance that gets you something away from home. We managed to do that last week away Bolton. Bolton defended really well, didn't pass the ball well enough, so we're probably going to have to play into this game.
Plymouth Argyle away against Ipswich live, DAB digital radio county-wide, Plymouth and West Devon 95.7 FM. Elsewhere in League One this afternoon, can Exeter City make it 3 wins in a row? They're at home against Forest Green Rovers.
Giovanni Brown plays in Sam Milne. He scores for Exeter City. Giovanni Brown steps forward, left-footed into the bottom right-hand corner. Here he is.
So just got the just waiting for the game to start now.
Giovanni Brown, first time finish into the bottom right-hand corner. His second of the game. And the Grecians have their third. Giovanni Brown against McGee. Goes the same way again. I think it's in off the post or into the side netting. It's in regardless. 4-0 Exeter City.
They are spending money. They are going to come with some new players. They are going to do everything they can to stay in the league. I've said it before, when we play the top teams that we expect to win. We will give everything to win. And I'll say it again for when we play teams that are down the bottom. But these teams pose a different problem. They come fully committed. They are fighting for their lives to stay in this league. So it's a different challenge. And it's a challenge we have to stand up to. But like I keep saying, any game we have to prepare properly. Whoever we play in this league, if we perform at our best, then we have to.
So just waiting for the game to start, guys.
Continue the run that we're on and build on that.
Exeter City at home against Forest Green. It's live for you very soon. Freeview channel 720 across Devon 103.4 FM and Austin 95.8 in Durham as well. Loads on the way for you soon.
BBC Radio Devon
Sport
with James Vickery.
If you're listening to us on BBC Sounds, it's a real treat for you. It's time for Squad Goals with Dan, Joe and Gabriella. And if you're listening on BBC Radio Devon, county-wide on DAB digital radio, Plymouth and West Devon on 95.7 FM. Let's take you away to the game of the day. It's Argyle away against Ipswich, live at Portman Road. It's Chris Cooper and Alan Seabrook.
Here we go, boys.
And here on BBC Radio Devon, county-wide 103.4 FM. In Exeter and East Devon on 95.8 and Freeview channel 720. It's Exeter City against Forest Green Rovers. It's another sellout at St James Park, which is just fabulous to see. Let's take you across to Pat Baldwin and Ollie Heptonstall.
Thank you, James, and good afternoon. Welcome along to the first game of 2023 here at St James Park, as the Grecians look to make it 3 League One victories in a row for the first time in more than a decade. And as you mentioned, James, a sellout home crowd will be optimistic they can achieve that against a Forest Green side.
Oh, no, that's not the one I want.
Ryan Loft is the other change from the other team, which beat Cambridge on their travel.
No,
he just dropped to the bench. The two players coming in.
Timothy Dieng, who both completed moves away from the club this week. Are you a bit surprised by that?
I don't want to see.
The break in the team that have been hard to beat in the bottom half of the table. And the more Mark Cooper build a side that has his identity, the more Yeovil can hopefully start looking up.
He wanted to tuck Lianco in from the right alongside Gilletta, Sar and Salisi. So Walker picked the start.
I doesn't know. I might have to listen to the game in my headphones, everyone, and give you updates on the game, because I don't think my telly has the stream, but I will listen to the game in my headphones and I will give you regular updates. If you can listen to it. It is on BBC Radio Suffolk.
from 3 o'clock, which is the Amex for.
Listen. Everything.
They're coming into this game full of confidence. The last couple of games, they've got some good victories, so they're going to be full of confidence.
Recycle awesome.
Familiar.
Just bear with me, everyone, when I get the stream, the radio up and running. Won't be too much longer. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so let me just run through. We just run through the team for you. For everyone that has just recently joined, thank you. Just run through the team. Radio. Do apologise if you heard any background noise then. A bit of issues. But I will do my best to stream. The radio is just buffering at the moment, but I managed to get it up. Thank you for bearing with me, everyone. Leave your thoughts on the game in the Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Just having a bit of a issue trying to get the stream to.
It was a small game in Manchester, apparently, and it turned out quite well for the home side, didn't it, Joe?
It did indeed. I'm just looking over Manchester skyline now, and the city's red.
Right, let's have a look.
That's a bit worrying if it is literally red. I'd leave the building now.
The sky is red. But no, yeah, terrific win for Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag. Big win, and a really impressive second half performance. Obviously, Marcus Rashford got the winner after Bruno Fernandes scored quite a controversial equaliser after Grealish had put City ahead. But a huge win for Manchester United. Big 3 points.
Yeah, 2-1, coming back from a goal down and closing the gap to City in third place. They're looking good at the moment, Manchester United. But we are focusing on the EFL. This is BBC Squad Goals across the BBC Sport website, smart speakers, and BBC England, and we'll bring you all the goals as they go in. But I was talking about being January people earlier because it got me thinking about footballers and how they deal with January, because I played football on Monday at a very bog standard 6-a-side level. There's no bells, there's no whistles, the facilities are atrocious. But I enjoyed playing. But it was cold, it was raining, it was freezing, the ball stings when it hits you on the leg. And it got me thinking, are there fair weather footballers? Because I definitely describe myself as a fair weather footballer. I spent 10 years living in Singapore playing football where it's hot all the time, and enjoyed playing football where it's warm. I don't like playing football where it's cold. Were there players you played with that you got the sense were fair weather footballers?
Wait a second. Facilities were shocking.
Well,
Right, I do apologise, everyone.
But there is fair weather players for sure. You've just got to roll your sleeves up and dig in, haven't you? And that's what I love about football. It's not going to be ideal. You never know what you're going to get, but you enjoy it, and it was a thoroughly enjoyable 60 minutes, just about. I think we probably called it short a little bit because there was a few tight legs.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the stream on. I'm having a few technical difficulties. I do apologise. I am new to I have.
Be moving much during the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I've lost them. So I stay calm.
So I think I've good.
See, I'm not tall, Gabriella. I think you would be much better than me.
Thought it would be on.
Across the EFL, Championship, League One, League Two. There's been a couple in the Championship. There's been one at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United leads Stoke by 1-0. Ilman Ndiaye is their top scorer this season. He's added another one to his tally. And there's been a second goal for Luton. They've come flying out of the track against West Bromwich. Been on a good run under Carlos Corberán. They need 2 goals to 0, and it's Elijah Adebayo with the goal there. So Luton 2, West Brom 0. Joe, you had a goal?
I have. I've got my first goal in League Two, and it's come at the Peninsula Stadium because Salford have just gone 1-0 up against Sutton, and it's Conor McElhenney that's got the goal there for Neil Woods. He's coming off the back of a great win.
I do apologise. Thank you for bearing with me.
First win in 9 home games, but they've got that confidence, and they started this game in 5-5-4. Salford 1, Sutton 0.
Josh, you have a second goal in League One as well?
I've had a second and a third, and it's come in the game at Cheltenham. Now, I told you earlier, Caleb Taylor scored in the first minute for Cheltenham on his birthday to put them 1-0 up. But Derby have pulled 2 back in quick succession, blowing out the candles on that birthday cake. It was Conor Hourihane with the first goal, and Max Bird following it up with a second. It sounds like it's a.
I've had to listen to it on BBC Sports. Sorry everyone, but I have.
Away at Cheltenham, and it's 2-1.
Well, the goals are flying in the Championship, EFL, and Championship, League One and League Two. And we'll keep you across every single one as they happen here on Squad Goals. Gabriella, has there been anything on the socials? Hashtag BBC EFL?
There has indeed. There's been some reaction from Derby fans, of course, in the lead now, 2-1 against Cheltenham. And Liv says, this team is not good for my health. And Helen says, that's more like it. 5-1 now, please. So, exciting game. It does sound like an exciting game, so we shall see how it goes.
Yeah, we certainly shall. We'll keep abreast of all that. And a lot of the teams have been coming back to league action after having...
All right. So just bear with me, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so it's at the moment still 0-0 to Plymouth Argyle. Yes, it's still 0-0. Yeah, so just bear with me, guys. I'm having a few technical difficulties. I thought I could get it on this stream here, but it's only just a report. It's not an actual thing. So I'm just trying to get the audio pass sorted from Argyle. So do bear with me, guys. Sorry about the delay, but at the moment it's still 0-0. So it's still 0-0. Give us your thoughts on the game so far. There's been a booking for Ipswich. There is no stream. You can listen to it on the audio pass on Argyle, or you can listen to it on either BBC Radio Suffolk or BBC Radio Devon. There's no stream. It's only on the radio. Yeah, so there is no I'm trying now and struggles trying to get the Argyle audio pass working. But I am trying to keep across the scores as much as possible.
Teams do often go.
Yeah, at the moment, so still Plymouth Argyle. Yeah, I do apologise, guys. I'm not having any luck. With the audio pass, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm not having any luck. Do apologise, guys.
Matt says the back of the net saved 10 lives on their end, an absolute thunder chuffer. And Caroline says 20 yards or 30 yards everywhere we go. So yeah, it sounds like the World. I can't wait to see the ball actually, but I'm gonna see if we can find it online somewhere.
Thunder chuffer. That is arguably the greatest description of a great goal I think I've ever heard. I'm moving that right to the top of my list of descriptions for goals. I'm going to keep it, but I'm just going to put it in the back pocket.
First time I've ever heard that.
Let's try something else.
9 yards, and he decided to put it back into Adams. Adams and Ward-Prowse could have been it.
No. Oh, no. Best I can do is final score, guys.
Yes, your goal is here, Jason. Wolves nil, West Ham nil.
That's all I can do at the moment. Do apologise. Well, that's the best I can do. I'll go with BBC final score for the moment. So we'll get all the scores as they go in. If there's any goals from Plymouth Argyle, I'll let you know. But at the moment, it's still 0-0.
Wolves are the lowest scorers in the league with 11. West Ham have only scored 6 away from home. Pray for me, 0-0.
We will do, Kelly. 19-year-old Tyrese Campbell has scored his first professional goal for Charlton Athletic against Barnsley in the 19th minute. There you go. What a nice little stat that is. You've been keeping an eye on Wolves, haven't you?
I have indeed. It's been quite an end-to-end. And Kelly is right, though. Neither team's really worked.
So yeah, so give us your thoughts on the games at the moment, guys. It's still 0-0 at the moment. Struggling to get the audio pass working. Just going to close that in there.
Brilliant, full stop. And Wolves will see this as an opportunity. You know, this is another of the key games today.
See if I can try to find another radio station that's got it on.
The Premier League, and Wolves don't score many, but it could be a big one if they do today.
Yeah, absolutely right. Just seeing pictures of Brendan Rodgers, done them very happy. And that's Prem G. Yes, it's Nottingham Forest nil, Leicester City nil.
Still Charlton are 1-0 up at Barnsley.
Mark Albright with a cross from the right. Harvey Barnes 6 yards out. He's Mr. Sitter, Jason. At the other end, Gustavo Scarpa's had a shot straight at Danny Ward, and Ryan Yates with a glancing header as well, which went very, very close. But it's still Nottingham Forest nil, Leicester nil. Yeah, we need a goal, don't we, to talk about, don't we, Martin? In the Premier League, that's for sure.
Well, on Everton Southampton, Lavia first time, he's already been booked and was just getting, Tarkovsky was fronting him, and he was walking a very fine line in his Lavia. There's clearly some needle in this match, which we would expect a really tense game.
It's a free kick, isn't it, to Everton on the left-hand side. We might just see a bit of drama here.
Charlton 1-0 up at Barnsley. Bolton are 1-0 up.
It's an in-swinger rather than
Shrewsbury are 1-0 up.
probably the wrong idea, but let's see if I'm wrong now.
Cambridge Morecambe's been postponed. Charlton Athletic are winning.
Goes on into the box.
Cheltenham
Inviting for the goalkeeper.
2-1 down to Derby.
Commands really, really well.
And also, we're seeing Leicester City are seeing. There was a shot of Brendan
Exeter 0, Forest Green 0.
Players to do more, but in possession they look okay, don't they?
Yeah, but it's so slow. You know, it's like they need an injection of energy and realise that they are in trouble. I think they're comfortable. They kind of feel that this a point might just be enough. But I think Leicester needs to do more than that. I think this is a great game for them to win today.
Yep, indeed. Right, goal at the MKM Stadium in the Championship. Mark Webber.
It's Hull at home for Hull. Hull City 0, Huddersfield 1. They can't buy a win on their own turf because at the moment, Mikael Hellick from Huddersfield Town has put the ball in the back of the net. A narrow edge shot. They've been pushing for this for the past 10 minutes. Matt Ingram's get 2 saves out, but he didn't get lucky this time.
Because they're trying
lost it ball in. Jack Rodoni.
No.
Hellick was
I
there
can't.
to knock it home. It's Hull 0, Huddersfield 1.
Thank you, Mark. Let's bring you some reaction to the lunchtime game in the Premier League. The Manchester Derby. Let's hear from Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, I do apologise, everyone. I have tried the audio pass, but it's not playing ball, unfortunately. It's not working for me. Sorry.
It was a fantastic game. Second half control better transitions that they used with Rashford, with all the people fast.
If you guys know anywhere else I can watch it radio-wise, let me know. But sorry about that. Nothing I can do, unfortunately. Just one of those things.
To be more stable. The gap between the first and second is too close, but I don't care. I don't care if we win the Premier League. We'll try it. I don't care. I want a team perform like we performed today. It was quite similar than many years we have been here.
About the first goal, a lot of we talked about offside or not. What's your opinion on it?
Rashford offside. Bruno Fernandes not.
Yeah, still.
Rashford to distract the keeper and our central defender. It is what it is. So, but we know what we play. There is here a stadium that we know exactly what we play.
So it's still currently 0-0 to Plymouth Argyle.
So I'm picking it. Where do we start? Right. First of all, the insinuation there. It's at Old Trafford. And Manchester United have got the decision. Let's deal with that one first.
Well, if you've played there, you'll know exactly what he's talking about. Because historically, I mean, we went 10 years.
Just keep updates on the other games.
Many years in Old Trafford. So yeah, away from home, that's maybe deemed as difficult. But I think he's right. I think it did affect the goalkeeper, and we spoke about that at a great deal of length. I'm not sure it did affect the defenders, but it certainly affected the goalkeeper. But the problem for him is
Wednesday winning 1-0 at Wickham.
I watched it, they 1-0 up.
That's not good.
So they were going to keep it clean sheet. That is the end of the pitch that they need to get much better at.
It's not good. It's not good for us. But Bolton are winning.
But they're always susceptible to concede.
Cheltenham
today to lose
2-1.
Really hurt.
Okay. And the second thing, did you hear right as well about not bothered about the Premier League?
Yeah, or the Carabao Cup.
Well, they're out of that anyway.
Yeah, but and I think he's insinuating they're out of the Premier League as well, which I don't know. Pep nearly popped, didn't he? You know, he was furious. And he does like to throw these things out here so that we can kind of decipher them, decode them, figure out exactly what he meant. He definitely has a point with the goal.
Yeah.
Whether, it does have bearing on where you are and where that decision goes. We think the decision was wrong, end of. So he is furious, and you can.
What he was suggesting was people like yourself, Jason, would think we're out of it now in the Premier League, like we're out of it in the Carabao Cup. But they're not. And they will bounce back. But he asked a reaction from his team today. He didn't get the one necessarily that he wanted. So, okay, he's turning the guns onto the officials and a little bit onto the media. But
so it's mind games, and then presenters like me and journalists around the world will go, "Oh, Manchester City are out of the Premier League." That's what
they're going to say. We're out.
Okay,
we know.
Taking the pressure off the players.
Taking the pressure off the players. But this is fantastic for Arsenal.
Well, they've got to just play their game.
Yeah.
I mean, is it though? Because Manchester United won a game. Manchester United in 2 games will play Arsenal. So we'll feel. So maybe a draw was a better result for Arsenal today. But nonetheless, if the current champions get beaten, then I think that's almost good for the rest of the Premier League.
And
this is Martin's happy face.
So we're seeing Pep writing Manchester City off and Martin Keown playing it cool when it comes to Arsenal. I see 2 different types of football intelligence.
I'm late tomorrow. Goodness me, that's a massive week.
And that's a big game. We'll talk about that later on. Right, let's go to Goodison. Rich Wolfenden.
Yeah, there's been a couple of chances for Southampton.
Bromley winning 1-0 at Yeovil.
From a narrow angle, Everton's back line were really deep. That shot ricocheted behind for a corner. Ward-Prowse then swung in that corner, and Mohamed Salisu had a header from about 7 yards out. Pickford reacted to palm it away and got away with it. But it's Everton who have a corner now as Gray whips it in, right-footed towards the back post, and it's in towards Calvert-Lewin and temporarily dealt with by Southampton. It's still 0-0 though.
What an afternoon this is for Norwich City, Nesta McGregor.
Yeah, Preston 0, Norwich at 3.
Oh, Preston losing 3-0 to Norwich.
One-way traffic. Their latest goal, a sweeping move down the left-hand side. Timo Pukki was 1-on-1 with the keeper. He could have shot, but instead he simply tapped it across the 6-yard box, and Kieran Dow was waiting to simply tap it home for his second of the game. Preston at Deepdale. Preston 0, Norwich 3.
I'm sure that Mark Clement will tell us that he predicted this, but Charlie Austin had scored on his comeback for Swindon Town years and years after he left. So well done, Charlie Austin. And a goal for Hamish Marshall at Reading.
It's Reading 1, QPR 0. The Royals' great home form looks to be continuing.
Reading are winning 1-0 QPR, League One. Still 0-0 Plymouth. Derby winning 2-1 at Cheltenham. Still 1-0 at Charlton. Wednesday winning 1-0 at Wickham. Bolton winning 1-0 at Portsmouth.
Went through on the video print a short time ago. Hibs 1-1 against Dundee United. Kevin Nisbet with a goal. And a goal for Colchester United against Rochdale Junior.
Wednesday now in 3 points.
Let's go back to the annex. Mark Scott.
Yeah, still 0-0. Liverpool slightly improving. Mo Salah getting away on the right-hand side before eventually being crowded out. This cutback was patted away by Robert Sanchez, but Mitoma again causing problems on that left flank. Trent Alexander-Arnold caught out by a run on the outside as the ball went the other way. Mitoma edge of the 6-yard
Trying to
box.
stay up top of the updates as much as I can for you all.
But we're still waiting for the first goal.
The back goal that heads for Bailey Barber.
Yeah, I tell you what, it doesn't matter how bad you're playing, and Hibs are playing pretty badly today. When you've got somebody like Kevin Nisbet up front, you always have a chance. That is 6 goals in 6 games since returning from long-term injury for Nisbet after his hat-trick last week, as well as Dundee United have put themselves back in front. Ian Hart with a deflected effort from the right-hand
Hibs are winning 2, losing 2-1 to Dundee.
to be level in this game. They have been
Yeah, I do apologise everyone. My street audio pass isn't working, so I do apologise. I am trying, still 0-0 for Plymouth Argyle.
Thank you very much indeed. Back to the Premier League to Molyneux. Kelly Summers.
Yeah, still Wolves 0, West Ham 0. We've seen a couple of efforts from Ruben Neves. We've also seen the best chance of the game, though. Because David Moyes' West Ham side, Bueno blocking.
Sheffield Wednesday are winning 1-0 away at Wickham, so they're 3 points behind us now with one game in hand. So come on, Wickham, do us a massive favour, please. Do us a massive favour. Derby are winning.
And talking of opportunities, a chance at the City Ground. That's Benji.
Yes, Nottingham Forest with a corner. It's been
I'd take a point from this game. I really would. If we could get a point, that'd be ideal.
And it's still pinging around in the area. Leicester can't get it clear yet. They've just about managed it, but it's still with Nottingham Forest. It's a good game, this, for a local derby. Both sides having a real go. Really like looking for Brazilian Gustavo Scarpa for Forest. And at the other end for Leicester, Vardy and Barnes have been okay as well. Leicester still trying to find a breakthrough.
Bromley winning 1-0.
Really needs a goal this game, doesn't it, Rachel?
Everton game. Everton versus Southampton. Nottingham Forest, Leicester. Wolves versus West Ham is all 0-0. Brighton Liverpool still 0-0.
Mitoma again is determined that he would have had a penalty. It was tackle. Was it Matip? Yeah. I think on Mitoma. Again, he got in behind.
Good result for Arsenal, isn't it? Man United winning 2-1 at Man City at the Carabao Cup as well, so be interesting. Pep wasn't very happy in his press conferences, just showing it on their BBC Sport, BBC final scores.
Because they're trying to stay a little bit deeper and be more compact instead of get passed through.
I've just seen if I could.
Done on the counter attack, so they are trying to adjust, but all that's doing is giving Brighton license to play football.
Yeah, right then. There's been a penalty at Bristol City, and I think it's been scored, Chris Wise.
It has, yeah. You might be able to hear the reaction of the Birmingham City fans. Just over to my left-hand side, Troy Deeney's cracked it in. He went high, he went hard.
Oh, Troy Deeney, that's not bad.
And they have one back.
Scored for Bristol City.
Down by Pring. Pring was booked. Deeney decisive. Bristol City 2, Birmingham 1.
And a goal for Sheffield United, Martin Fisher.
Yeah, they're now 2-0 up, Jason. It's Jayden Bogle who's
Sheffield United up 2-0 at Stoke.
scored in the FA Cup victory at Millwall last Saturday, and it was all of his own doing. He dispossessed
Grimsby down to 10 men. Danny Armas has just been sent off.
and then seemed to scuff it. And Jack Bonham in the Stoke goal was already diving to his right. The ball just evaded him on the left-hand side, beating him in the near post. This after Stoke had their best spell of the game with Powell and Wilmot testing Fotheringham in the Sheffield United goal. But Sheffield United well in control of proceedings. They lead 2-0.
I was telling you a short time ago that Charlie Austin had scored after 12 years. Martin Keown reliably informs me. He actually had a go at me for saying you obviously weren't listening to Mark Levis. After 12 years away from Swindon Town, Charlie Austin is back at Swindon Town. He scored against Grimsby Town, but Grimsby Town down to
See if there's any more information I can get, but at the moment it's still 0-0.
Charlie Austin, a star in his days here at Turf Moor.
Still 0-0 at the moment.
So far, the championship leaders, they haven't
Do apologise, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me. My audio pass isn't working, so I've got a BBC Sport final score on, and I've got information on my phone as well. But I can. It's currently still 0-0, but Ipswich have gone down. Ipswich have got a booking.
Any chances of victory for Kate Mason?
Yeah, the biggest chance came at 4 minutes, I'm afraid, Jason. So that was a while ago. Ismail Assar hit the crossbar. Very unlucky not to score there. Had plenty of time to do so. There's also
Yeah, Matete's doing well. He's doing all right. Yeah, he's not doing too bad on signings. Quite happy with the team. Yeah, I just feel bad for you all. I'm so sorry, everyone, that if they watch this afterwards about my audio pass, I do apologise, but it's not really a lot I can do.
Pushing for promotion this season, like they did last season, only to end in heartbreaking fashion. Anthony Sarcevic has put Stockport County 1-0 up in League Two. To the Riverside, Chris Cole.
So what would you guys result be? What would you take a point? Would you guys take a point? We could get a point away at Ipswich. I think that'd be a good result. But if Ipswich do win this game, they've obviously got a game in hand, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm hoping that Wickham can do us a favour.
Let's go back then to Mark Clement for an update on the Football League. And I was listening because I remember covering a Charlie Austin goal for final score back in the day when I used to do some reporting. When I used to do Swindon Town, Bristol City, Cardiff City, and Swansea City. That was my little patch, and I remember Charlie.
Yeah, Matete's doing well. I'm just trying to get information on my phone, and I've got BBC Sport on there as well, so on the TV. So
with these latest results in the Championship, amazing what's going on this season. It's Burnley are opening up a 15-point lead over third, Sheffield United 12, but then Luton Town moving from outside the playoff places into third, and from third down to Reading in 10th. Those teams separated by just 3 points. Going to be a fantastic second half to the season. Some real standouts.
they're just going through the Championship scores now, so hopefully we can get a bit more information.
Under David Wagner as manager, and obviously with Luton winning as well. I want to take you into League One and just flesh out one of the stories in here in particular, and it is that, and Jason gave you this goal. This is the goal at Charlton. They were heading for a third consecutive win under their new manager, Dean Holden, who took over between Christmas and the New Year. And it is Tyrese Campbell who has scored. He's a local kid who has come through the ranks there, but his full name is Tyrese Anthony Tupac Shakur Campbell.
Wow, that's a long name, isn't it?
Big fans of the rapper who died in 1996. So when Tyrese was born in 2000,
Still 2 on Derby. You know what another scores in the games.
Another goal at Luton Town, Nikesh Ragani.
Yes, and this time it's gone to the visitors. It's Luton leading by 2 goals.
Oh, Luton are beating West Brom 2-1. It's a result for them, isn't it? It's like West Brom are dominated, but Luton have taken their chances.
And Dyke just about got a touch with his head. It clattered onto the shoulder of Horvath, but he couldn't keep it from trickling on over the line. It was a bit of a weird one, but it's no less than West Brom deserved. They've been coming back into the game well. Daryl Dykes hit the bar as well. Jed Wallace has had a couple of good chances.
And it's at the moment Luton 2, West Brom 1. At last we have a goal in the Premier League. It's at Everton. Rich Wolfenden.
Yeah.
We do, and it's the home side who are happy.
Everton are beating Southampton.
Amadou Onana, the big Belgian midfielder, nodding home to Mari Gray's corner from the right-hand side, outswinging plenty of pace on it, and he met it with a full forehead. And it rattled the back of Southampton's net. The side in 18, the side in 20th. 1-0 Everton.
Yeah, and an emotional Onana starts doing all sorts in front of the camera as well, Rachel.
Yeah, he was pointing at his watch, not quite sure how to interpret that, but he rises above El Yunusi, does he? Loses him, looks really, really strong in his approach to that header. I mean, he's about 9 foot tall, so he's going to tower above players, but he's not had, I can't remember exactly how many goals. I don't think it's his first goal, but Everton are desperate for anything. Brilliant delivery by Damari Gray, who is Everton's.
Everton are winning 1-0. It's not a bad result for them, considering still 0-0 in the other games in the Premier League.
Put that ball in there. They're very good at set pieces, Everton. We've seen that already this season. So, a really important goal. But now, can Everton, what's going to happen in terms of their game management? How do they manage the rest of the game? How do they approach things? I think we've got a nervy time ahead of us, but they've done really well from that side.
Yeah, and a big test now for Southampton. Can they bounce back? Right there. There's a penalty in the Amex. Mark Scott.
And it's gone Brighton's way. Their pressure has told Jurgen Klopp, with a wry look on his face as he sees the replay in front of him. Once again, just caught out by a ball through the middle. However, hold on a second. There might be an offside against Solly March, who was dragged down by Alisson as he went past him. Liverpool were looking for a flag. They didn't get it at the time. Liverpool might be bailed out here.
Penalty for Brighton, but maybe VAR check.
Offside as he ran through on goal. So come back to me.
Yeah, we will do. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll talk to Rachel and Martin whilst we wait for a decision. He certainly looks offside, doesn't he, Martin?
He's offside, and actually, do you know what? I think he actually stands on Alisson. I don't even think it's a foul. So firstly, they'll go back to this and the offside and see that he's probably offside marginally. And then I think actually, I don't even feel it's actually a foul on the keeper. If anything, he stamps on the keeper.
VAR decision in the.
We're just looking now to see what's happening. Probably going to be offside.
Yeah, that little cheer from me or like excitement was Everton going close. Rachel, what do you see?
Alex, again, it's delivery, isn't it? It's Onana, heads it across on left-hand side back post, heads it across an inviting header.
No penalty offside.
Offside.
There you go. Excellent. No penalty offside. Yeah. Good call. Okay, thank you. Let's go back to Mark Clemens.
Yeah, and let's take you into League Two and show a bit of TLC in the bottom division of the EFL. Should tell you that the Crawley-Doncaster game was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Crawley with a new manager, Scott Lindsay. He's come from promotion chasing.
A couple of scores in League Two. Gillingham win 1-0 at Hartlepool. Rochdale, Colchester, Salford 1-0. Stockport County 1-0. Swindon 1-0. Grimsby.
At the bottom of the EFL, as the two bottom teams face each other. Only 2 wins so far this season for Gillingham, and only 7 goals.
So as it stands, Plymouth 58 points. Sheffield Wednesday 55. Ipswich 51. 26 games played for them, 2 and 27 played for Argyle.
Claiming his second goal of the afternoon. It came from the right-hand side. Andy Guidon's shot was partially saved, went up into the air, and Hendrick was in at the back post to just nurse the ball over the line from about a yard out. Reading's excellent home form just continues. It's Reading 2, QPR 0.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Hamish, QPR's deterioration continues. Remember, in October, they were top of the division. They've only won 1 of their 10 games since. I'll just finish off in League 2.
Wilson has just been booked for Argyle.
Harrogate today. They started the day 12 points clear of 4th, so the last position of the playoffs. Leighton Orient at home to Barrow 0-0 at the moment. Another big battle down at the bottom. Another 2 at the bottom 5 playing each other. Colchester had taken the lead against Rochdale, but Rochdale equalising through Devante Rodney in that particular one. And just to confirm, Charlie Austin back in the Swindon ranks for the first time in 12 years. Since he left, though, he went to Burnley, QPR, Southampton, West Brom, back to QPR on loan, and then signed permanently and been in Brisbane with Brisbane Roar in the Australian A-League. 32 goals in his 56 appearances 12 years ago, and off the mark today. That's it for League 2.
I'm hoping that is a quiz question down the pub tomorrow night.
Well, in fairness,
I'll get that right.
That was a lot of information.
Still 0-0. Wilson's just been booked for Argyle.
Clem, thank you very much indeed. I can also tell you that Livingston absolutely fantastic this afternoon. 3-0 up. James Penwright's with their third goal at St Johnstone in the Scottish Premiership. And they won 2-0 at Ross County last Saturday. The first win in 6 games in the Scottish Premiership. What an afternoon. What a turnaround for David Martindale's side. Back to Molyneux. Kelly Summers.
Yeah, it's been a lot more interesting. So I'm looking down now as the fourth official is about to tell us just how much added time there's going to be at the end of this first
Mansfield
half.
1-0 up. Fleetwood are 1-0 up against Oxford.
Wolves have really upped the ante. I've been really impressed by Cunha making his first Premier League start this afternoon. He got to the byline on the left just now, whipped the ball across the face of goal, but there was no one there to just tap it home. Then in the following attack, he saw a venomous effort blocked right on the edge of the area. Wolves are getting themselves in good positions, but haven't yet found the breakthrough. Around a minute or so to go of stoppage time here, still 0-0.
Kelly, you know you said a short time ago, I'm hoping for goals, pray for me. Martin Keown said, tell Kelly it's not all about her. That's cruel, isn't it, Kelly?
It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. A viewer tweeted me I think it was probably October time, and I've told Martin about this, where a viewer tweeted me saying, has anyone noticed? Kelly doesn't like Martin. I love Martin. He's put in his place.
Fantastic. I love it. Right, let's go to the City Ground before we all get into trouble. That's Frankie.
Nottingham Forest 0, Leicester City 0. For a derby, you know, Jason, this is pretty tame stuff. We only had a minute of added on time. We've only had the 1 yellow card. It's been okay. Both sides have had the odd opportunity. And there goes the half-time whistle. So let me give you the details. Goalless, despite the odd moment of quality from both sides. Harvey Barnes with the best chance of the game. Albrighton's whipped-in cross from the right. And Barnes, 6 yards out, should have done better. At the other end, Ryan Yates with a glancing header. Morgan Gibbs-White with a sliding effort. And Serge Aurier with a cross-come shot. The closest Forest have come. It just needs a little bit more spice in the second period. It is Nottingham Forest 0, Leicester City 0.
It's a bit disappointing. Come on, let's be honest, Martin, this game, isn't it?
Well, it is, but there's an awful lot at stake, isn't there? Because obviously this was the game in the corresponding fixture earlier in the season, which Leicester won comprehensively, and you could say turned their season around. Forest have gone really well, 13 points from the last 10 matches. So they are grinding out games, and this is what we're talking about, game management. So they're not getting sucked into anything. Forest have actually
so bear with me.
Looking like a Premier League team in the performance that they're putting out today.
Yep, okay, and it's half-time at Wolves, West Ham, Kelly Summers.
Yeah, nothing separating these two Premier League strugglers at the break. Wolves 0, West Ham 0. And to be honest, you can see why Wolves are the league's lowest scorer. West Ham have scored just 6
So just bear with me, everyone. I shall be back in a moment.
Header straight to Allison.
Right, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that.
With his runs in behind and in injury time, Mark Schutz been given a ridiculous amount of space on the right, strolled to the edge of the box under no pressure, teed up Ferguson for a really good position, tame effort straight at Allison. As I say, Liverpool lucky to go in all square at the break. It's 0-0.
You may have seen this go through in League 2. Conor McElhenney has got his second of the afternoon. Salford City 2-0 against Sutton United. That's in League 2. Half-time and Goodison Park, where cracking save on Jordan Pickford a short time ago, which was
Oh, it was so close to 1-1 in injury time. Ward Prowse with a shot, and Pickford got fingertips onto the bottom of the post, and they dealt with it just about. But it is half time, and it's the home side who are in front. Everton, thanks to a cracking header from Amadou Onana, who met Tamari Grace outswinging corner beautifully. The Belgian notching his first Everton goal. It's been pretty even. Elianusi came close, Alisu came close as well. But you've got to remember, Southampton are one of the best in the Premier League at behind to get
Just seeing if I could try BBC Radio Cambridge, just see if that's got it on there.
That's how tight it is down there in the Premier League. Back into the Championship, that's going to turn more, and a got you.
Burnley, the leaders nil, Coventry nil at half-time. The Coventry boss, Mark Robbins, will be delighted with the application of his players. They've been the better side here. Jamie Allen's pulled the shot wide. That the closeness, their approach play is excellent. Rooknell and Clumpy down the right-hand side, playing as an advanced fullback, has been really productive down that side of the pitch. Victor Gyökeres, if he's not playing in the Premier League in the next few years, I'll be very surprised.
No, just trying all different stuff.
The home side haven't created much, a few wild shots off target, but Burnley's unbeaten home record appears to be under threat here into normal.
Thank you very much, and to Bramall Lane, Martin Fisher.
Sheffield United have barely got out of second gear today, even so they cruised into a 2-0 lead before Stoke pulled one back in the first half injury time. Jai got the blades first, moving home from close range.
3-0 up and a fantastic first league game in charge for David Wagner. Josh.
Right, hopefully.
Half time at Bolton and Portsmouth, Bolton 1-0.
Should have it for the second half.
Oh no, half time at Accrington versus Bristol Rovers.
Hopefully, should have it for the second half. There we go.
Burton, Shrewsbury still going, same with Charlton Barnsley. By the end of the day, goal before half time. We'll see. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Wickham 0.
Intriguing, Joe.
Into League 2, there's only 2 fixtures remaining at the moment. It is Stockport 1, Northampton 0, so upwardly mobile Stockport winning there at home. And
So hopefully I should have it for the second half, everyone.
Still remains 1-0.
Thank you for bearing with me.
A couple more half times in the Championship. I believe all games have now currently reached the end of the first half. It's Hull 0, Huddersfield 1. Great first half for Huddersfield there as they look to navigate their way away from the bottom of the table. And it's Watford 0, Blackpool 0. Josh.
Bolton, Portsmouth has just gone to half-time. Bolton 1-0 up against Portsmouth. They did obviously meet in the EFL Trophy on Tuesday night and they won 1-0 there. So I wonder whether there'll be any goals in the second half. 3 games.
Bring you all the results. Are beating West Brom by 2-1. West Brom pulling one back there. Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0 in my game of the day. Threatening a dud there, Dan. Preston 0, Norwich 3, Reading 2.
What's premium?
One 0 against Portsmouth. Still a couple of minutes left. Burton 0, Shrewsbury 2, Charlton 1, Barnsley 0. Cheltenham are losing 2-1 to Derby. Exeter and Forest Green Rovers is goalless. Fleetwood Town are 1-0 up against Oxford United. Goalless at the top of League 1 between Ipswich and Plymouth.
There we go. I did have it for a second there.
MK Dons and Lincoln also no goals. And my game of the day still going at Adams Park. It's Wickham 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
Into League 2, AFC Wimbledon 0, Bradford City 0. It is Carlisle United 1 and Newport 0. Christy.
and it is Tranmere Rovers 0, Walsall 0.
Apparently, there's some games in the Premier League as well, you know, because we're all about the EFL here. Goal to 0 in a huge game down the bottom Premier League. It's Nottingham Forest 0, Leicester 0, and it's Wolves 0, West Ham 0. Someone says the Premier League is the best league in the world. Well, judging by those 3 o'clocks, they're not telling the truth. Let's do this.
Squad goals on BBC Sounds.
A little step over. Little lollipop.
A little what?
Come at me.
Well, listening to Squad Goals, bringing you all the goals as they happen.
Yeah, just updating you guys on the draw. If you've not seen it, it's Accrington versus Bolton, and we've got a home draw versus Plymouth versus Cheltenham. So got a good draw there. Definitely fancy our chances against Cheltenham. Luckily, we don't have an away trip to Bolton or Accrington, so that's a very good draw. Yeah, so managed to get the BBC Radio Devon on. It's probably the best I can get. So let's see if I can. That's fine. That is not a problem. I'm going to say on the 16th. That is fine. Right, so I'm just going to go to a break and we shall be back in a moment. Just going to a break, guys. I shall be back in. I think I've managed to get as close as I can to BBC Radio Devon to get the game on. So I'm just going to be back. I shall be back in a moment. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. I do apologise. I'm going to see if I can get hold of one of the Argyle lads to see if we can get someone's thoughts on the game at halftime. Because obviously I wasn't able to get as much on. Let me see if we can get hold of something. See if we can get hold of someone that's at the game. See if we can get some thoughts. Trying to wrestle, trying to get everything on. Just going to see if I can try and get one of the Argyle Way lads on to see if we can get some thoughts on halftime. See if I can get somebody on. Might give Liam a try. See if I can try and get someone on that's at the game to give us their thoughts on the game. But hopefully I'll try BBC Radio Devon and that will get us something close to the game as possible. I do apologise. Everyone who does watch this later on, I'm trying to get as much information on the game as possible. Doing my absolute best. Just to see if anyone could give us the thoughts on the game. I'll run and see if I can just see if I can get one of them to come on. So I'll just run through some stats. So we've got 5 shots each, 3 on target, 51% possession, 49% possession, 218 passes, 208 for Argyle, 63% pass accuracy for Ipswich, 65 for Argyle, 7 fouls for Argyle, 5 for Ipswich, 1 yellow card for Ipswich, 1 yellow card for Plymouth. Possession 51 for Ipswich, 49 for Argyle. So not too much separating the sides. Player ratings. So currently at the moment, Sheffield Wednesday winning 1-0. So that means we've got a couple more points clear of Ipswich if results stay away. Derby are winning 1-0. Bolton are winning 1-0. Barnsley is 1-0. Wickham losing 1-0. Bristol Rovers drawing. Exeter 0-0. Charlton 1-0. Fleetwood 1-0. Shrewsbury 2-0. Portsmouth. Oxford losing 1-0. Cheltenham losing 2-1. Accrington draw. MK Dons draw. Burton losing 2-0. And Forest Green drawing 0-0. So that is your round of League One scores. So, unless unfortunately we'll be able to get anybody on, but
5 o'clock. And just a little bit of EFL trophy news to update you. The semi-final draw has been made, and here is the draw. Plymouth Argyle will face Cheltenham Town, and Accrington Stanley will host Bolton Wanderers. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, just on that Accrington Stanley and Bolton Wanderers, after listening to Ian Everett, 90 minutes away from potential day out at Wembley. So that Lancashire tie there, big derby, and I'm sure those Bolton fans will pack out the Wham Stadium. And then obviously between Plymouth and Cheltenham, Plymouth will fancy their chances. They will do, but you just never know in a semi-final.
You certainly don't. All to play for, and a spot at Wembley, like you say. Bolton, like you say, we heard from Ian Everett there. They're having an absolute storm at the moment.
They really are, and he said the mood in the camp's good. And I think he was probably playing that down a little bit. He spoke about maybe bringing.
So it looks like that's a good draw for Argyle. Home to Cheltenham, Cheltenham, and Bolton. I've got Accrington, so looks like we've got a good draw there. Hopefully, only 90 minutes from Wembley, for the old green and white. Hopefully,
25,000 fans they had, the most since they were in Premier League side. I mean, that is pretty special, isn't it?
It is, and you know what? It's great to hear that for any League One team, but more so for Bolton, because there's been a lot of noise over the last decade. And it's great to see that the club's getting itself right, on that right track, and they're doing it on the pitch as well.
Yeah, you look down. Portsmouth FA Cup winners not that long ago, less than 15 years ago. I mean, 15 years is
wow.
Still
Portsmouth won the FA Cup 15 years.
FA Cup winners less than 15 years ago. It really is a tough division, and yeah, great one to keep across of. And that's what Josh is doing today. And his game of the day, he's the only person so far. I have to keep saying it because
that
it's
was
true.
The first 45 minutes.
It was the first 45 minutes, and you and I, Joe, are going to be hoping.
Thank you for tuning everybody tuning into the stream.
We have to hope for better. We can expect better because this is the EFL, and the EFL does always give us drama. So I'm not giving up hope just yet. I'm sure you and I will both get a goal in our game of the day. But I'm quite curious to know there's a big game in League One right at the top. And Josh, you didn't choose that for your game of the day. I'm intrigued to know why.
Yeah, I mean, I stuck to Wickham and Sheffield Wednesday. I mentioned it a bit earlier on because Wickham are my local club from where I grew up. I'm doing a very professional FIFA career with them at the moment, so they have a special place in my heart in my spare time. And Sheffield is where I went to uni. Now, I did go and used to watch Sheffield Wednesday at uni every now and then and go and report there. And I think I went to 4 or 5 games and I never saw Sheffield Wednesday score a goal in any of those games. They did score in one of them, but I was in the toilet. So I timed that well. So I wanted to, when you speak things into existence, and it's worked, but you are quite right. Big game at the top of League One, Ipswich, Plymouth. But with those games, there aren't any goals. We kind of saw it in the Premier League the other week, Arsenal, Newcastle, a bit stuttery. And it's the same as happening today. Plymouth, Ipswich. However, in League One, there is a goal that has gone in straight away, straight after half-time. It is at Bolton. Bolton flying high at the moment against Portsmouth. As I said, they beat Portsmouth in the EFL Trophy in midweek, and they scored again, Bolton. It is Lee with a second goal for them, 48 minutes in. And I wanted to ask you, Joe, I mean, you're looking at Bolton in League One. They're sort of sat in fifth at the moment. If they get a win today, they're on 44 points, I think it is. And they're sort of comfortably within the non-automatic position. But then they are quite far off the automatics. Now, they've got this EFL Trophy semi-final. Will they just be quite happy with being in the non-automatics and really, plough the energy into the semi-final and just hope for another good cup run it might end up being?
I think you want to keep that consistency, though, so they'll want to maintain the performance and level of performance like they're showing this afternoon against Portsmouth. And it's natural, as that tie comes closer and closer, everyone starts to have a little look at it, and you sometimes question players' appetites as well in certain games because they don't want to get injured, an opportunity to potentially play at Wembley off the back of that semi-final. But Ian Evatt will be very, very happy with what they're doing. Obviously doing ever so well within the EFL Trophy and in a lovely position in League One. But he'll want to make sure that the wins keep coming and they keep that momentum.
Well, I've had a couple of goals in the Championship after the games have resumed after half-time. Bristol City lead Birmingham City by 3 goals to 1. Mark Sykes with their third there after 47 minutes. Swansea lead 1-0 away at Sunderland. That goal from Joel Perreault just after half-time. And I've had a goal in my game of the day. Middlesbrough. Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough, they lead Millwall by 1-0. Marcus Force in the 54th minute. So I've got a goal in my game of the day. Josh has got a goal in his game of the day. I continue my run of not dudding. Joe,
correct.
How you doing over there?
0-0 as it stands. 53 minutes on the clock, but Michael Carrick's doing an unbelievable job, isn't he?
He really is. They are absolutely flying. I mean, they copped a bit of a pasting in the FA Cup, but that can happen, especially against a team as good as Brighton, who have just gone 2-0 up at home to Liverpool. Great.
Could you support me?
Yeah, let's move on for that. Let's move on that very, very, very swiftly. But yeah, they are. I mean, they were struggling. A lot of people tipped Middlesbrough to go up this season at the start of the season.
I was one of them.
Yeah, there was, and I spoke to a few Middlesbrough fans. We had a Middlesbrough fan in the TV Sports News department downstairs. She was all over it. She's like, "Yeah, we're going to do really, really well," and it just didn't happen. But he has come in and he's just lifted the mood brilliantly, and they are absolutely flying at the moment. And yeah, looking on their way to another 3 points. So that's, a goal in my game of the day. Finally got one.
Yeah, you spoke about it there. Even, Marcus Force has got the goal there, but player of the month, Chuba Akpom, still not on the score sheet, and he's a player that's
Chuba Akpom used to play for Arsenal.
And rejuvenated his career under Michael Carrick, but that speaks volumes of that man management, doesn't it?
So it does. 10 goals in 11 games, I think, for Chuba Akpom recently. I mean, that's a heck of a run of form, isn't it?
Great
Really
return.
Is. Certainly is. Well, let's have a quick rundown of all the scores across the 3 divisions. We'll start with the Championship, where in the early kickoff it was Rotherham 4, Blackburn 0. Bristol City lead Birmingham by 3 goals to 1. 0-0 between Vincent Kompany's Burnley and Coventry City. It's also 0-0 Cardiff Wigan. Huddersfield lead 1-0 away at Hull. Luton are 2-1 up at home to West Brom and currently going third. Middlesbrough 1-0 up at home to Millwall. In my game of the day, it's Preston 0, Norwich 3. Great start for David Wagner in the Championship. Reading 2, QPR 0. It's Sheffield United 2, Stoke 1. Sheffield United flying towards the top of the Championship. Sunderland 0, Swansea 1, as we just heard. Sunderland down to 10 men. And it's Watford 0.
Do apologise, everyone.
It's Accrington 0, Bristol Rovers
Best
0.
I could get, closest I could get.
The second half,
So,
they're 2-0 up against
Audio,
Portsmouth.
Argyle pass isn't
Burton
working.
still 2-0 down against Shrewsbury. Charlton 1, Barnsley 0. Cheltenham 1, Derby 2. Wickham 0.
Into League 2, ASC Wimbledon 0, Bradford.
I'll give you a score of the
The game between Crawley and Doncaster is postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. It is still Gillingham 1, Hartlepool 0, Harrogate 0, Stevenage 0, My game of the day between Leyton Orient and Barrow still remains goalless, and I'm getting fed up with saying
56.
that.
56.
Mansfield 1, Crewe 0, but
Minutes
it
in.
may be an equaliser there. You'll have to come back to me in a minute. It's Rochdale 1, Colchester
Wilson
1,
and
Salford 2,
Burns
Sutton 0,
have been
Stockport
booked.
1, Northampton Town 0. It's Swindon 1, 10 men, Grimsby 0, and it still remains goalless at Prenton Park between Tranmere Rovers and Walsall.
Hashtag BBC EFL. Gabriella, anything on socials?
There is indeed. And of course, Swansea City currently 1-up against Sunderland. There was Joel Piro's 10th goal.
Sheffield are still winning 1-0.
Swan's top account says, get in there, lovely move that. Have to look to kill this with more goals now. You can't just sit on one.
Come on, Wickham, do us a favour.
Sunderland fan Jack says there was 2 blatant penalties not given. Can't take it away from Swans and a red card, but the ref has absolutely done us here. So Sunderland fans are not happy with how the game is going. But get in touch, hashtag BBC EFL. Let us know what you're thinking.
More goals in League One.
Yeah, it comes at Accrington, where
come on, Argyle.
Stadium, where goals are free, and it comes from. Sorry, I had to do it. It comes from Lee. He's put them 1-0 up against Bristol Rovers, and also Cheltenham versus Derby. First minute for Cheltenham going 1-0 up. Well, that seems a long time ago, as Barkhuizen has put a third past them. It's Derby 3, Cheltenham 1.
Let me restore some order here. Back to League 2. It's Mansfield 1, Crewe 1, and the goal scorer there is Kelvin Mellor. So the defender's got himself an equaliser there for Lee Bell's Crewe. It's Mansfield 1, Crewe 1.
You're listening to BBC Squad Goals, and just a few moments ago, Josh was talking about how he used to go watch Sheffield Wednesday and didn't see a single goal in 4 games. The one goal that he did score, he was missing in the toilet. I saw, like I said, I used to go see Sheffield United, and I think the worst game of football I ever saw was at Sheffield United, was at Bramall Lane. But I want to know, Joe.
Still 0-0, everyone. Trying to get as much information as possible, but not a lot, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so the worst game that I've ever played in, and I remember it because basically after the first time of being diagnosed with cancer, I was rehabbing, and I was playing at Bury, and they sent me out on loan to Southport. And my first game for Southport in the conference in the National League was against Dover away. And obviously the trip's huge. Obviously great to try and get to know some of my new teammates for the month. And we get there and the ball might as well just been up in the air because I was on the wing like shouting, hello, like, this is football, we're supposed to play it on the deck. And it was like a hot potato. And it was 0-0, nothing happened in the game. And it was a ball draw. And I remember it so vividly. And it was cold, it was wet, it was windy.
It's all the hallmarks of a terrible, terrible game. When you're out on the wing like that and the ball's just, like you said, up in the air, what's going through your head?
You're just questioning, should I go inside and try to make something happen, or should I hold my position?
I thought you meant literally inside, just walk off the pitch.
No.
I'm going to get warm. I've had it. You guys don't need me.
Imagine, just walk off. Where are you going? Getting a hot bath, shower. No, you want to try and affect the game, but then you also know that you're playing a role for the team. So it was one of my frustrations when I was on the wing.
Still 0-0, everyone.
Those games were going back and forth, and you're just hoping that someone puts their foot on the ball and has a little bit of composure. But it was frantic, and I go back to that month in the conference. I did not like it. I vowed I was never going back.
But you said it was a ball draw, but I believe you've had a goal down in League 2.
I have indeed. It's the second goal for Carlisle, and it's now Carlisle 2, Newport 0, and it is John Kamani Gordon that's got the second goal there. After Christian Dennis had put him up, I've got another goal as well in League 2, and it's Stevenage away at Harrogate after that success that they had at Aston Villa. Carl Piagiani.
Yeah, so still 0-0. About 60 minutes played, so not a lot going on. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. Unfortunately, so still 0-0. Try and get used. I'm trying to look on like FootMob and everything to try and get as much information as possible. Oh, excuse me, everyone. Excuse me. No. Let's have a look. Man United, Brighton winning 2-0. Everton drawn 1-1. Forest Wolves are winning 1-0. West Ham. There's a goal to report at Ipswich, and they have gone 1-0 up. Goal to Ipswich. Wes Byrne, right foot shot from the side of the box, top right hand corner, assisted by Luke Wolfton. So at the moment, it's Ipswich 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. Unfortunately, so Ipswich have gone 1-0 up. I've got the ticker here just to see. I'm on FootMob at the moment. So at the moment, it is currently Ipswich 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. Wes Burns, assisted by Luke Wolfton. Wes Burns 1-0. So that means Ipswich are on 53 points, Sheffield Wednesday 55, and Plymouth 57. So at the moment, still 1-0 to Ipswich.
Today it's Preston 0, Norwich 3. Reading lead QPR by 2-0. Sheffield United are 2-1 up at home to Stoke. It's currently Sunderland 1, Swansea 1, as I just said. And it's goalless between Watford and Blackpool. League One, Josh.
Yeah, plenty of goals in this second half. Accrington scoring against Bristol Rovers. They are 1-0 up. Bolton doubling their lead against Portsmouth at home.
Ipswich have what go 1-0 up, guys. So not a great start. 65 minutes in. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up. So hopefully.
Missed it. The game between Cambridge United and Morecambe has been postponed due to a wind and a roof coming off on the stadium, which is what you want when you're trying to play football, is it? Charlton 2-0 up against Barnsley. Cheltenham 1, Derby 3. Exeter 0, Forest Green Rovers 1, Garrick scoring the goal there. Fleetwood Town 1, Oxford United 1, Ipswich beating Plymouth 1-0, an important match near the top, or at the top of the League One, I should say. MK Dons, Lincoln, the only goalless game so far, and my game of the day, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Wickham 0.
Into League Two, there's 25 minutes or so in the majority of my fixtures. It's AFC Wimbledon 0, 10 men Bradford City 0, Carlisle 2, Newport 0. The game between Crawley and Doncaster was postponed. It is Gillingham 2, Hartlepool 0, Harrogate 0, Stevenage 1. My game of the day still remains goalless, but Richie Wellens has just put on 2 substitutes. So the O's are really going.
Let me just see if there is any
between Leighton Orient and Barrow. It's Mansfield 1.
See if there's any
1,
changes.
Rochdale 1, Colchester 1, Salford 2, Sutton 1, Northampton Town 0. Swindon 1, 10 men Grimsby 0, and it's goalless between Tranmere Rovers and Walsall.
Give you a quick rundown of scores in the Premier League. In the early kickoff, the Manchester derby, Manchester United came from behind to beat Manchester City by 2 goals to 1. Marcus Rashford with the winner. It's currently Brighton 2, Liverpool 0. Everton and Southampton are drawing 1-1. Nottingham Forest lead Leicester by a goal to 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers lead West Ham by a goal to 0. It's goals all of a sudden in the Championship. QPR pulled one back away at Reading. Tyler Roberts in the 66th minute, and West Brom have come all the way back.
1-0 to Ipswich at the moment, guys.
Connor Townsend with
I'll put it in the chat.
2 goals in very quick succession for Carlos Corberan's side. And Joe, they are flying under him.
Yeah, it just today speaks.
1-0 down at the moment. Not ideal. Not ideal. But we've still got time to come back, everyone. So
Brandon Thomas Asante got that goal, that important goal.
Excuse me, everyone.
In the sense, but yeah, the confidence between West Brom in and around that group must be there, because in that fixture he did make 11 changes, but he's obviously gone and tweaked a few things this afternoon, and he's needed to as well, because they didn't start this afternoon well at all, but they've managed to turn it around.
We know that the Championship, League One, League Two are a slog. There's a lot of games. It's a hard. They're hard leagues. They are relentless. So when you're getting a replay like that, how does that sit as a player?
Depends how you're doing. So if you
it looks like at the run, Harness is having a good game. Evans, Wolfden, Walton, Chaplin, Burns is having a good game. It's like Nigel Lumbike, Michael Cooper, and Mumba having a good game for us. Freddie the Dapper's gone off for Jorst Hurst. Plymouth Argyle made a substitution. Matete's gone off for Jeffrey Houghton. Ben Wayne has gone on for Ryan Hardy. Corner, 10th block. Looks like the Dapo's had a shot on target. And a Randall free kick on the Rins kick on the right hand side. So Harness foul for Ipswich. I'm just giving you a rundown of what's happened recently. Danny Mayor's gone off. So on 59 minutes. So it's not looking good at the moment, is it? But there's still 20 minutes to come back. So hopefully in the next 20 minutes we can get a goal. Hopefully we can get a goal in the next. I'm on Foot Mob at the moment. That seems to be the most information I can get at the moment.
was a work of art.
Do you think that's a good or a bad thing for a manager, though? Would you be like, oh, Charlie, not?
Well, looks like we've made a couple of changes. Let me see if I can share my screen so I can get you guys a bit more involved. Hang on, let me have a look. Share screen. Microsoft Edge tab. Share. Right, here we go. Right, let me see if I can share that with you all. See if that's a bit better. So yeah, we're 1-0 down. Let me just bring you up to date on what's happened. You're having a laugh. Dan Scar's gone down with an injury. Conceded corner to Michael Cooper. Sam Morsey's just had a shot blocked. Ipswich have just replaced Harness, Cameron Humphreys. Ladapo's just gone on for George Hurst. Hooton's come on for Matete. Ben Watting has gone on for Hardy. So he's brought Tariq Samuel Wright on for Danny Mayer. So, not great that we're 1-0 down. Ryan Hardy looks like he's at the bar. After a shot from Ennis. Matete, right foot shot from the box, saved in the corner. So if there's anything at the moment. So I can refresh the page. Hopefully something like this might be a bit more. There we go. So seems to be he's having a good game. Harness, more it looks like there. I believe in the boys that we've still got Sam Grosgrove, Finn Azaz to try and come up with something to get us a point. Or maybe nick it, because this is the time. This is where we came back. This is some of the scores. Maybe if we get a point and Wickham can do us a favour, it's not a bad day at the office. But results are not really going our way at the moment, which is not great. Obviously with Sheffield Wednesday winning, we need to get something out of this game. There we go. Hopefully there's the ticker there, boys. So there is the throw into Ipswich. Hopefully that's a bit more interactive for everyone. I do apologise for the audio pass. There's not a lot I can do. Barley Mumba, Sam Morsey, header from Hurst. This is the last crucial 15 minutes. Like this 15 minutes could have a potential knock-on impact on the title race. Shot on goal. Goal kick. Nigel Longbike into Gillespie. Adam Randall. Free kick to Plymouth. Free kick from Houghton. Dan Scar. Nigel Longbike. Into Barney Mumba. NS. Looks like the changes that Shuey has made has definitely made more of an impact. So hopefully this is a bit more interactive. I've only basically tried to get on at the moment. Max Gamer, unfortunately, my audio pass has been down. Looks like we've responded well to the changes that have been made. So Ben Wayne's come on. So Tariq Wright's come on as well. Hooton's come on as well. So Hardy's gone off. So we've made changes. I don't understand why he didn't go with Hooton, to be honest. I don't like Matete playing in this centre midfielder position. I'm not a fan of him playing deeper. I think he should be playing a lot forward as a number 10, not as a box to box alongside Adam Randall, because I don't think there's a lot of physicality in that midfield. That's why I went with Hooton and Matt Butcher in this game, because I think we're going to need the legs in midfield to get around, and then you have your two cans in front of them. But unfortunately, so fortunately there's no sound, everyone, but trying to do my best with a bad situation. Offside. It looks like we've responded well. Is it going to be a similar result to last season, a 1-0 again? Or have the Green Army got something in their pocket to? So there's an offside at the moment. Throw into Plymouth. Thank you for your support this afternoon, everyone. It's really much appreciated. Thank you for those that have commented and come out to watch the stream to support me this afternoon. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'll see if I can try and get one of the lads on at full time to give us a verdict on the game. So I'm going to look just to see if there's anything. Oh, Niall Ennis has gone off. Sam Crosby's come on. Cosgrove. Wilson's gone off. Finazaz? Yeah, I thought Finazaz would come on. Shiri is really throwing everything at this now. He's got, if we look at it now, we look at it, all of us attacking substitutions come on. Hooton's come on, Ben Wayne's come on, Tariq Wright, Samuel Cosgrove, Finazaz, they've all come on. So everyone, like Hardy's gone off, Mayer's gone off, Ennis has gone off. I think did Matete go off? I think so. Sorry, no, I don't want that one. I want that one there. There we go. It's a sort of crucial last 10 minutes, everyone, really. Crucial last 10 minutes to see if we can try and salvage something out of this game, because it's very important. See if we can nick a point. See if we can try and nick something. See if we can try and see if that's a bit better. Well, at least I know for next time, everyone, what to do now. If in doubt, can't find anything in the radio, go to Foot Mob and get this going. See if there's anything in the chat. Yeah, we've played a right Matt's Gamer. Hi Max, how are you? But all of our attacking players are now on the pitch. So, last 10 minutes, yeah, as you can see, look there, Sam Cosgrove has gone off for Niall Ennis. Doesn't look like... Well, it's like my 1-0 prediction for Hardy's gone out the window, isn't it? I was hoping Hardy was going to score, you know. Takes on Sam Morsey. So into Ipswich. Burns. Looks like Ipswich are putting us under a bit of pressure now. Excuse me, everyone. But thank you for coming out to Where's a Breaking Play. Let's have a look. Shall we? Let's have a look. See why there's a breaking play. Substitution. See if I can refresh. Benitez has come on. There's all the player ratings there. 48 to 52. There's everything there for you all. Some stats there. I'm beaten in 5 home games. Ranked 3 away from the season. First best home. There's the current league format between our two sides. There it is. Play resumes. So there's some stuff there for everyone. Excuse me, everyone. It's been a long week. Yeah, there's like 83 minutes played. It's like only the 1 goal from Burns is separating the two teams. Excuse me, everyone. Thank you for coming out to watch the stream this afternoon. Much appreciated. Make sure you check out the Argyle Way. Links will be in the description. Make sure you check out all the socials down below. Maybe you can check out my channel, the Craig or the Green Fever. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Or Craig Mack, if you could check that out, that'd be really much appreciated. Thank you. Make sure you check out Liam's channel and the Cornish Janner. And make sure you check out all of those in the links below. It's like Fenizans has got the ball. Humphreys. Oh. We haven't got much time left. 8 minutes. 85 minutes to go. be happy with a point. Oh, what's happened? Oh, do apologise, everyone. Streamers, I've done an eventful afternoon, but thank you for coming out and joining me, watching the game. Much appreciated. Well, there we go, Gillespie. Passing from Bahari Mumba. Free kick to Plymouth. 86-minute all-house had just been booked. "87 minutes. Finazaz from Houghton. Into behind Mumba. Down Norwich. Ipswich will take this if they can see this out. Massive 3 points for them. Corner conceded. Come on, boys. Last push. Come on. Don't know how many minutes of additional time, but if we can get a point here, it'll be a massive point. And fair play, to everyone. All those players' resilience to come back again. Foul by George Hips, Ipswich. There we go. Barley Member wins a free kick on the attacking half into Adam Randall corner. Free kick Ipswich. I think there might be a few added minutes because I think there was that Dan Skull went out, didn't they? Down. It's really disappointing. Excuse me, everyone. Lomvik. Throw into Ipswich. Not sure how many additional minutes is going to be of additional time, but let's have a look. Throw in. Finazaz. Gillespie. Azaz. Oh, come on. Hold on. Dan Scar. Huon. Scar again. Mumba. How many minutes of additional time? Nigel non-right. Gillespie. Randall. Hooten. Recovery by Evans. Just keep to see what the other score in the other game is. Exeter winning 1. Derby winning 3-2. Charlton winning 2-0. Wednesday still winning 1-0. Oxford winning 2-1 over Fleetwood. Accrington winning 2. That's a shot over Bristol Rovers. Shrewsbury winning 3-0. Bolton winning 3-0. Exeter 1-1. Lincoln versus MK Dons still 0-0. And obviously Cambridge and Morecambe was postponed. Just like all guns upside. Yes! Come on! Bahali Mumba! What an amazing goal for Bahali Mumba. What a goal. What a result that is for Plymouth Argyle. What a
on Fleetwood versus Oxford at the moment. Oxford
goal Mumba.
Scored just a few minutes ago. They're in the 95th minute now. And the result, if it stays like this, Oxford 2, Fleetwood 1, they'd be on the same.
Have I celebrated for nothing? Have I celebrated? It's come up with a goal.
What about League 2, Joe? I'm keeping an eye on my game of the day between Leighton
Well, it just come up on as a goal.
It still remains.
Is it a goal or not?
Goalless. And
have I just celebrated for nothing?
Keep pushing the O's.
Yes! Yes, get in! What a goal. What a result. We can hold this on. 1-1, yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah, 1-1.
So only a couple of minutes left in that game there. But as it stands, league leaders, Leighton Orient will still remain top of the league.
Oh, you got a blank. You got a blank.
I got a blank. Bad day at the office for me. Bad day at the office.
1-1.
Anything on the socials, Gabriella?
Yeah, there is indeed. Of course, Bristol City are currently beating Birmingham 4-2 in the Championship. And Fan Shahan says, what is happening at Ashton Gate this afternoon?
Yes, what a result that is. What a goal that is. To keep our little chances alive.
So they can't believe what they're seeing, but a great result.
What a goal.
Down to League 1, Josh. Any updates?
Yeah, goal for Plymouth in the closing moments. There's 9 minutes of added time.
9 minutes.
Against Ipswich.
Could we go on in? Yeah, could we go on?
I'm getting too excited, boys. Put your team in. Ipswich were 1-0 up, and Plymouth have got a goal back. It's Barley Mumba with the goal. It's still a lot of added time there. It's 1-0.
Could we go on and nick it? Could you imagine? Come on. Go on, boys. 9 minutes. Did they say 9 minutes? Go on and get a winner. Shot on goal. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine if we nick it right at the death? 1-1. Come on, boys. Come on. Got 5 minutes. Got time to get a goal. What a 1-1. What a buzzing. Come on. Come on then. Come on, lads. Oh dear.
Swindon have got a fifth.
Yeah.
So Swindon 5.
Barley Mumba.
Beaten 0. I haven't got the goal scorer, but it really doesn't matter because Swindon have got 5 goals and 3 points.
Oh, bad day at the office for Grimsby. More full times as they come in. Another one.
Just seeing if I can get any of the lads on to give us see if any of them can answer. Put it on mute for the moment. Substitution Edwards. What a result that is. What a result. Yes, it's 1-1 at the moment currently, guys, behind Mumba. Left foot strike. And Finners, what an impact he's had from injury. No.